I'm Pennie Hunt. I've had many opportunities to experience grief in my life, beginning with the loss of a baby in the later stages of my pregnancy, one of my best friends, and watching my dad suffer from an illness and ultimately pass away as I was holding his hand and rubbing his head. But the most devastating experience of grief that I've had was the phone call out of the blue that my 22-year-old son had passed away. My son passed in his sleep and was found 2 days later in his apartment. You can imagine how devastating that was to a mom. I found myself thrown into a dark, ugly, dirty place on my belly, a place where I knew I couldn't survive. The first step I took was to begin living in gratitude. I began saying every day how grateful I was that he was in my life. I got to be his mom for 22 years. No one else can say that. My son was a magical person, the kind of magic that most people don't get to experience. I had him in my life for 22 years. Looking back, there's a few things I would have done differently. I would have had much more patience with myself and with others. Other people don't know what to say. They don't know what to do. Sometimes they do and say things that are hurtful, but until they experience it themselves, they won't understand. I would have had more patience with myself. I would have allowed myself the time to sit and understand my grief, to think about my son, to think about my life with him, and to think about what my life would be like now that he's gone. I would have taken much better care of myself. Advice I would like to share with you? I would say choreograph your own grief. We can all go out and read the books. We can understand the stages and steps of grief. But what we need to do is make it our own. If you need to spend time with other people, do that. If you need to be alone, allow yourself to do that. If you need to take walks, get back to work quickly, or take more time off. Do what you need to do to help yourself heal. Choreograph your own grief. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with others. What do I do now? I am a teacher of life lessons. I teach people how to love their life no matter what. No matter what grief they've experienced or what loss they've had. No matter what's happened in their life or what journey they've been given to travel. I teach people how to love their life no matter what. And you can love yours too. I'm Pennie Hunt. Thanks for listening.